Because even you desiring an extraordinary lifestyle for yourself is what makes it possible for you to help other people with the things that you are meant to help them with. You cannot give, and struggle with money. You cannot give energy to others and struggle with having enough energy for yourself. Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Rooted in the Cosmos, your favorite podcast for all things spirituality, higher consciousness, New Earth vision, and spiritual leadership. My name is Isabel Gloria, and I'm welcoming you on this beautiful day. I hope you had a wonderful week. The energies are intense right now. I said that last week already, but I feel like we're still being impacted by the intense energy around us, and we probably are going to be for quite a while in April too. So if anything's going on with your life right now, if you feel like things are challenging or a lot of emotional stuff is being stirred up, this could be why. However, I still hope you're having a great time and you are taking enough time to recenter yourself, reconnect with your cosmic self, meditate, do all the things you need to do in like challenging, energetically challenging times like these. I hope you take enough time for that. And that being said, I'm already kind of hopping into the topic of today. I want to talk about simplicity today and about coming back to the basics that we usually learn in the beginning of our spiritual journey. And as we grow and evolve and things are getting more intense and deeper, we tend to forget about the basic things that we used to be so excited about in the beginning. The basic things are very important though, and they're like a foundation that we always need to come back to on our spiritual journey. They kind of ground us into this world and into ourselves so we can evolve and gain knowledge in a very grounded and very self-reflective way. I guess that when you are on a spiritual journey, you probably started with something like manifestation or living in the moment, the power of now, stuff like that, like these typical spiritual basics. And just think back to the very beginning of your spiritual journey. I bet that meditation was so exciting and living in the moment was so exciting. You were reminding yourself constantly to stay in the moment, to not overthink things, to watch your thoughts, like all these basic things that we learn in the beginning, which are not actually basic. They're super important and super profound. But it's, for most of us, it's like the beginning of our spiritual journey, to watch our thoughts, to change our negative beliefs, to be really, really aware and conscious of our thought processes and stuff like that. So the first thing I really want to bring your attention to is your thoughts. When was the last time you sat down and observed your thoughts, observed yourself, actively tried to live in the moment and to be grounded and centered in the present moment? That is very important to do, even if you are much further on your journey and if this is nothing new to you anymore. Personally, and I also see it in a lot of clients, there is this pattern of us forgetting about the simple things and forgetting about like the basics when we gain more knowledge and when things get more interesting, in quotation marks, because these profound foundational basics are not as important anymore once you learn about like the deeper spirituality, advanced spirituality, about like the bigger picture and all these very, very exciting things. So meditation and living in the moment and observing your own thoughts and all that stuff becomes a little less interesting because there is so much out there that can be explored and so much wisdom that you still want to gain and so many topics that you want to dive into that you suddenly forget about like the basics. Same with meditation. I also often see that with clients when they come to me and say, I have a hard time connecting with my cosmic self, or I have a hard time trusting my intuition, or when they say they have a hard time creating content and being creative and they cannot come up with ideas. And I need to bring them back to the basic of sitting with yourself, reconnecting with your cosmic self. Because for you, it's just a 5 to 10 minute meditation every day. But if you continuously reconnect consciously and actively with your cosmic self, this not only changes your core vibration and makes it easier for your higher aspects to access you, it also is like reconnecting every day for a moment to exchange energetic information. It's almost like you're being plugged in, like you would need to charge your phone. You go into meditative state and you charge yourself with all the energetic information that didn't have the chance to come through in your stressful day or in your like daily life. The number one reason why I tell my clients to meditate and to reconnect is not so that they can have like an hour-long meditation practice and make like a huge thing of it. It's just this energetic aspect of reconnecting consciously and downloading all the energetic codes that cannot settle in the hectic daily life. It's just very hard for us to receive the information and to decode it when we don't give ourselves the chance to consciously and actively ask for it. So that is the main purpose of meditating 5 to 10 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be super intense or super deep or like a guided practice. It's literally just like allow yourself to sit in silence for 5 to 10 minutes, allowing everything that wants to come through to come through. And sometimes that means that information is coming through that you understand on like a mind level, but sometimes it's literally just energy and you needed that time and that recharge in your own higher aspects for this energy to come through. It also makes you way more likely to remember past life memories and to remember things that are stored in your soul memory. And whenever you remember something about your past lives, about the reason why you came here, about your purpose, whenever that happens, that gives you more wisdom of yourself, that gives you a greater understanding of your mission here on earth. And it eventually also helps in a very practical and in a very tangible way, because when you are so connected with yourself, with your cosmic self, you are more likely to cooperate and collaborate with your cosmic self in this mission. It's like giving your cosmic self, which also includes your spirit guides and your ET guides and everyone who's here to support you from your spirit team. It gives them access to your energy and it makes it easier for them to connect and to contact you in whatever form that may be. It could be through dreams, it could be through energetic downloads, it could be through memories that they send you that are just popping up for you. So it's actually very important to take that time for yourself. And I know that it can be a struggle if you feel like meditation is this huge task in your day. You don't need to have a perfect setup each time. You don't need to have like an hour taken off your day for this practice. Like I said in the beginning, literally 5 to 10 minutes, just consciously reconnecting before you go to bed or in the morning before you start your day. It works wonders, and it's nothing that will happen immediately. It's a practice that should be like, it should be like brushing your teeth. Connecting with your soul, connecting with your cosmic self should be like a routine that is so solid in your day that you don't even think about it anymore. You just do it because it's so normal. And it's funny because I help people build their spiritual businesses and step into the role of a coach or of a spiritual content creator, a spiritual influencer, things like that. And still, there is not a disconnect here because meditation and spirituality and the way I teach business and I work with my clients, spirituality and business are not separated at all, because we don't come up with a strategy that theoretically works and that should work for that person. We really look at your soul mission, at the things that you came here to do, and then we turn that into a tangible business, into a social media presence, into a strategy for how you can succeed. So meditation and being connected with that information that is stored in your cosmic self and in these higher aspects of yourself, that is actually so important, because that connects you with your soul mission, and it also opens your creative channels for your message to come through. So it's not just a practice of silencing the mind or regulating the nervous system. These are all things that are amazing about meditation and about reconnecting. But it's just like in the area that I'm working in with my clients, it's just a side effect. We are doing this because it has to do with content creation. And if you've never heard about this before, it may sound like there's a disconnect, but there literally isn't. Because when you come here with this mission and with a higher calling, you have like a higher calling to create, and you have a higher calling to use technology and to use social media. And because we have such a negative view on social media often, we feel like there's a disconnect between spirituality and social media. And I've also gotten a lot of comments about this in the last couple of years that people are saying, well, you just tell people how to create a fake image for themselves so they can sell their courses. But that is how people view it who don't get it at all. They think that everyone who is on social media, everyone who is a coach, who is selling courses, who is a spiritual content creator or like an influencer type of person, they think everyone just wants money and they want to benefit and they want to be famous or be known in their niche and stuff like that. So they look at it on a very like superficial level. And I get where they're coming from, because many people are on social media to do exactly that, just to make money and to get free stuff and stuff like that. But that is not my message. That is not the message of my clients. That is not the message of a genuine conscious leader. It's just the thing that we are living in the age of Aquarius. And that is the age of technology and also of rising consciousness. So why not combine the two? And I truly, truly believe that it's also meant to be merged with each other, because we have this gift now to be on social media, to share our wisdom in courses, to sell to other people and to work with them one-on-one or in groups or in whatever way feels right for you. Even if you are an influencer, you are still sharing value. You are still sharing your Lightworker mission. So it goes so much deeper than that. And that is something we have to understand as conscious leaders. I've heard a lot of times from clients that they struggle with thinking of themselves as this social media person because they themselves have a negative belief about social media, or they think it's just a way to make money or to build a following that you can sell to. And of course, that is like the 3D tangible business part of it. But if you have pure intentions and if you have this mission behind it all, it goes so much deeper than that. And continuously reconnecting with that mission and staying in connection and staying in contact with this more spiritual aspect of your work really helps you to really embody that and to understand that it's not your ego and not your human self only who wants to succeed. It's also because your soul mission here and your divine mission is to share a specific message, to work with specific people. There are so many soul contracts with clients and so many soul contracts with all the people in your community that you're building. And it's all meant to be. It's so much deeper than just making money. And that is a whole nother topic. Like the money mindset thing is a whole nother topic, because we often have a bad money mindset because we're so conditioned to think bad about money or to think people with money are bad, because it's meant to keep us from actually making the money and doing good with it. But that's, like I said, it's another podcast episode. But I just wanted to really express that being a spiritual content creator, being a coach, a guide, a spiritual advisor, and sharing online and basing your business on social media and on like an online world is how Lightworkers work in 2024. It is how we are stepping up as leaders, how we are stepping up as guides, as mentors, as all the things that we are meant to do here. And if we would be on another timeline at a different age, we would do it differently. But here, right now, in this present life, in this present world, we are meant to do it in the way that we can reach thousands of people with the click of a button, and that is through social media. So if you're feeling any disconnect between your soul mission and your heart's desire to impact other people and to also create an extraordinary life for yourself, let me assure you that this is not just a human ego desire. If you have pure intentions, that is your soul guiding you in the right direction. Because even you desiring an extraordinary lifestyle for yourself is what makes it possible for you to help other people with the things that you are meant to help them with. You cannot give and struggle with money. You cannot give energy to others and struggle with having enough energy for yourself. You cannot create beautiful, inspiring, uplifting, powerful content if you don't have the right surroundings, if you are not in the right vibration. You need to have a beautiful, fulfilling, liberated life in order to do this work, in order to step into your mission. So even desiring things for yourself like money or a nice place to live or being surrounded by nature and by luxury, whatever that means for you, is not a negative thing. It is part of your mission here on earth. It is the setup that you need to fulfill your mission and to give to others and to inspire them and empower them to do the same. It's all about intention. If you were someone who just builds all this wealth for themselves and then puts themselves in a guru role, telling other people, you need to listen to me, you need to do what I say and what I tell you to do, that is not having a pure intention. That is when someone is so overtaken by their ego that they put themselves on a pedestal and that they delegate people and that they put themselves in a guru role. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about genuinely empowering people to do the same, to create the same lifestyle for themselves or whatever lifestyle they desire, to heal parts of themselves, to help them step onto a higher timeline. It's all helping the greater collective. And you can be an example and an expander for those watching you. So never feel like you are not meant to step into your mission or not meant to take your wisdom, take your knowledge, take your business to social media. That's literally how we as light workers are meant to work at this stage of humanity, at this stage of collective consciousness. That's what we're meant to do here. So reminding yourself of that and making yourself really aware of that. And at the same time, coming back to all the basics like meditation, reconnecting with your cosmic self, living in the now, practicing gratitude for the little things and the big things. That is all helping you. And that is all such foundational, important, basic, in quotation mark, knowledge that you need to practice all the time for you to heal that disconnect between your mission and what you do in your tangible physical life. Because these little things like living in the present moment, practicing gratitude, reconnecting with your cosmic self in a short daily meditation, all these things are connecting you on a spiritual level. So you never feel that disconnect between your spiritual side and your physical side. It's very hard to be active in the physical and helping other people tangibly, coaching other people, sharing content online, creating content every day, and still remaining very, very connected spiritually. It's usually hard to maintain both because naturally we tend to go in waves. We tend to have a more spiritual phase where we go a lot within, then we tend to have a more physical experience where we tend to express a lot. And what you need to do as a conscious leader is to consistently bridge the gap and do all these basic things that may feel basic to you now because you know so much better and you know so many more things. But that really helps you to bridge the gap. It helps you to not only with your mind understand that you're on the mission, but to continuously feel it in your heart and to continuously see it as something that you are meant to do here, because that's the reality of it. If you have a higher calling, you're meant to express it in a certain way. And a lot of the times we get caught up in the daily content creation, in the writing captions, in writing newsletters, in talking to clients, in coaching clients, like all these external things. But looking deeper, they are so inherently connected with your soul mission and also with your soul's journey in the cosmos. You cannot unsee that once you've really understood how connected these two things are. So going back to the basics, reminding yourself of that, and consciously trying to bridge the gap between spirituality and creative business expression is what really helps you in the long run. It's really what helps you connect the dots for yourself and constantly stay in touch with your why and with the reason and the purpose why you're doing this. I hope this inspires you to practice the simple things, to maybe add 5 to 10 minutes meditation to your daily routine if you're not already doing that. If you want to meditate longer, go for it. I'm just saying that is enough for this reconnection to happen and for the energetic exchange to happen that needs to be for you to fully be connected with your spiritual mission. So feel inspired to do that. I would love to see that. I would love for you to bridge the gap and gain all this energetic information that is stored in your higher aspects that will help you so much in creating content, in being creative, like in the most tangible ways it can help you. It helps you so much to come up with ideas and to express your message. And I really hope it made sense and it resonated with you. That is all for today. That's all I wanted to share today. I felt so called to bring out this message today. I think you can notice in the way I was speaking, I didn't have any notes. I didn't have any plan on how to bring this across. I just spoke freely from my heart. So that really wanted to come through today. And I hope it landed with you. Have a wonderful week. We will talk next week.